Pawtucket schools predicting an approximate $10 million deficit by 2027. The Pawtucket School Committee met Tuesday to discuss the preliminary report. A financial consultant with Alvarez and Marshall Public Sector Services estimated $152 million in revenue versus $162 million in expenses. To put the early estimates into perspective there, the consultant said the deficit would equal about 100 layoffs of full-time employees.
Layoffs potentially, or 100 cuts we would have to make
as one option. And we kind of use this as the simplest way to visualize how big the gap is. So if you were to just use layoffs to close the gap, it would be roughly 100 people.
Now, the firm says the deficit was partially caused by overspending with a combination of fewer ESSER funds. That's the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Fund that allotted funding for coronavirus and relief and economic security. But there are many other factors contributing to the preliminary numbers.
The reality is that when districts are faced with things like this, they, number one, consolidate. Right, so we could be talking school closures. We could be talking, a variety of things, and this isn't even taking into account potential federal cuts to federal funds, right? Because we know the federal government is cutting a lot of things. So this is a conservative estimate.
Now, during Tuesday's meeting, school committee members argued about the inclusion of layoffs in that report, saying the deficit shouldn't fall on teachers' backs. Omar Reyes, chair of the Pawtucket School Committee, said in part, quote, "Layoffs are always the last resort, not the first idea on the table. We will analyze every possible scenario to avoid them and ensure that kids are being served. That includes reviewing non-personnel spending, tightening internal practices, but we need to preserve the beautiful culture of learning and service to our kids. We cannot afford to have teachers teach in classrooms at capacity and overburden their classrooms." Again, no layoffs are planned at this moment. The example was used to conceptualize the deficit. School officials are evaluating whether any programs or anything else can be cut in order to close that gap. The next Pawtucket School Committee meeting is going to be on January 7th, and we have reached out to the mayor's office for comment. We'll let you know what we hear.